Now, Ghana's biggest street art festival went on a full blast on day 2 of the carnival, offering patrons an array of creative displays. Artists depicted extraordinary pieces of art that communicated many stories. My colleague Jacqueline and Sumayabua was at the event and reports.
Yet another day, and it's time for the second day of the Chale Wote Festival. And yes, you're right here at the Osu Castle, as I told you yesterday. And today is still all about the celebration of art and culture. Now, I got here not long ago, and I've been attracted by all these artworks that I'm surrounded by. I go over to talk to most of the artists who are partaking in the 13th edition of the Chale Wote Festival.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What's your name?
My name is Charity Katie.
Tell me more. Join me here. Yes. Tell me more about this beautiful artwork. It's like I see a man, I see a woman, I see a lot. Tell me more.
Okay, so both of these artworks, especially this one, talks about slavery and especially the focus on Afro-Brazilian slaves. And the way they were able to leave Brazil and come back to Ghana in 1836 and eventually settled in Jamestown. So I tried to talk about the women, especially the women.
Just because you're a woman?
Just because I'm a woman, and their contribution towards freedom. So this is more like how they wish their lives were. Pillar, an undisturbed environment. So this is just about this one. And so most times I would do my work on bleached fabric, not the conventional use of canvas as you always.
So this is a bleached fabric?
Yes. So I prepare this myself. I tie it like the way you tie tie-dye, and then I use bleach on it, and then at the end of the day I have accidental patterns. So that's my own style.
When you say accidental patterns,
yeah, accidental patterns, because I don't do that having a circle there and do that, but I just tie, and whatever the bleach gives me, that's what I get as my background.
Okay, so, but this is beautiful. And are these, what are these?
These are cow horns.
Cow horns?
Yes.
I'm just trying to picture a cow. So you just cut them into pieces?
Yeah, I cut them into pieces and arrange them in a figure portrait, and I weave them with a fishing line to create my portraits, to tell stories about we the blacks and how important cow horn is it to us, but rather we pay less attention to it. We rather see it as a waste product, but we don't take much attention to it. So I cut them into pieces and try to make figure out of it.
Okay, that is really interesting. How long did it take for you to make this one?
It took me about 4 to 5 weeks.
This cute thing here, is this your artwork? Tell us a little bit more about it. It looks very cute. I might take it away. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, that's actually Chale the Red Hunter from the north.
Chale? I hope I got the pronunciation correct.
Yeah,
Chale the Hunter.
Yeah, the Red Hunter.
Tell us more about Chale the Red Hunter.
He's actually a warrior and a chief that led some of the Dagombas in the old times. Yeah.
From Dagomba?
No, please, I schooled there.
Oh, okay. So that inspired you a little bit.
Yeah, he's actually retelling Ghanaian stories, so it inspires me a lot. So I used to talk about it.
Okay. How long did it take for you to make this?
It's actually a day. A day's job.
Oh, you used the day to make this? Oh, and it's heavy too.
Yeah,
what?
It's actually hollow.
It's hollow,
Yeah.
but it looks very heavy. But anyways, what materials did you use to make this one?
Red clay.
Red clay.
Yeah.
So it's something that you've been doing for how long?
About 12 years now.
He's speaking to patrons who are here on their thoughts about the 13th edition of the Chale Wote Festival. Vanessa.
I'm from Denmark, so I'm here for vacations. It's good to experience this festival. It was my friend who introduced about this, so it's really good to know the culture. I like arts, but African are different, so it's something I can learn. I don't know too much about it, so I'm here to learn also about it.
Missed out on the Chale Wote festivities. Live and colored happening right at the Osu Castle, Christian Borg Castle inside Accra. Just take a car and come. witness beautiful art and culture. We've had the procession, there's art, there's food, there's music, there's film labs. Just as you see behind me currently, ongoing is a film lab for the artists, talking about the history of Africans, the slave trade, a lot more about the themes that they worked on. So don't miss out. We still have more days to go on the 13th edition of Chale Wote. For Joy News, Jacqueline Ansuma Yabua.